Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Welcome in to another SR51 Media Show. I am your host, SR51 Media. Hopefully you're having a good day today. If you're not, hopefully it turns around for you. Hopefully you're having a good night tonight. If it's not, hopefully it turns around for you. I want to say again, I have been invited into Live Fest. So far, I have been invited as a content creator to participate and get upvotes and likes and hearts and comments and all those sorts of things that can help me grow as a content creator and get our community bigger. And who knows, maybe they'll shine the light down on us as a community and give us a reward. Who knows? But like I said, hopefully you're having a good day. Sorry about the intro where I was missing there for a little bit. I literally, after I launched the stream, the wife of mine called me, and of course I had to family it up real quick, but that's been taken care of, and we're going to be jumping into the stream. We're in the middle of the season so far. Let me scroll on back to the comments here. Number one, let me see from the top. I have Fulniathan. How you doing, man? Or person, I should say. Why are you silent? I was silent because, like I said, I was seeing to the wife real fast and couldn't actually be on the mic. My bad about that. Luigi, yo, shout out to my moderator Luigi. Be sure to go over to his channel, sub up, great content creator as well. How's the day going, Luigi? Yo, how's things treating you? T, shout out to my moderator T. Be sure to go over to his channel, sub up, great content creator as well. How's the day going, T? Yo, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. And below that, gonna hop on that running back superstar. Day's going good, huh? Okay. I hear y'all. First of all, let's get the leg thing out. Been doing a lot this morning. You know how it's like when you gotta, I ain't even like in a bad way, but you know how you like clean? And then you like when you sit down, you like, if I had a choice, I'd rather, like, I didn't even want to wear this hat, to be honest. I was wearing a hat because I did the video for, what do you call it? I did, well, I don't want to wear the hat tightly. I don't want to say I don't want to wear the hat. I just don't want to wear it tightly. What do you call it? You know how you do, okay, whoa, TV's not muted. I got drafted to Kansas City. Oh, Luigi, what team did you want to play for? Because wasn't you doing a quarterback last night, or did you do a different one? Hold on one second. Like, what team did you want to play for is where I'm coming from. And then why can't I see the chat over here? Oh, okay. There it is. Hold on. We got Yo SR. The GOAT is in the chat. He says, I want to change my X factors. Hold on. Let me swing over to. He said I got a quarterback and a running back. Okay. I want to change my X factor from my quarterback to pro reads because I think that would help me in the sim. Okay. Also, just to let you know, your Giants, I think, are 6-1 tied for me in the division. Let's pull it up real quick and see if I'm wrong. I could be wrong, but the Giants are... No, I am 7-0, and the Giants are 5-1. The Lions are 5-1. The Vikings are 5-1. You guys are all tied for number 2. In our division, you're clearly number 2 going to make the playoffs type stuff. He said, yeah, I know I'm carrying. He said, yeah, I know I'm carrying. Luigi said, but I don't really care on what team as long as it ain't Vegas, Denver, or Buffalo. He said, I got 3 places I ain't trying to play. Me and Malik. Oh, wait. Oh. Okay. All right, there we go. The trigger was off on my thing. He said pro reads. So we're going to go over to the Giants and go to Bazooka and turn it to... Pro reads. All right. Pro reads. Okay. We are coming up on the 2-week span of the division ending trade deadline. Now, this is what's going to happen. I had some time to think about it, right? just because we have opened it up to new moderators that might get made, and also, can you check my stats? Okay, Luigi wants to check his stats. We'll also check T's stats because he's in here. We'll look at everybody's stats. Okay, so we'll go to Luigi stats first. Well, you know what? Let's just go. Yeah, Luigi is on. What team are you on, Luigi? The Packers, right? You're the Packers quarterback, right? Yeah, Luigi Hicks. Luigi Hicks is 1,325 passing yards, 13 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 63 completion rating, quarterback rating of 106. For rushing, it is you have about 80 yards and 1 touchdown. For defense, I don't think you actually have a player. No. And then for T has 1,205 yards and 10 touchdowns and 1 interception, 101 quarterback rating, and a completion percentage of 65%. Yeah, I started a quarterback superstar a day or two ago and pick 18 to the Seahawks. Then quarterback 2 for most of the season. I only get snaps in the fourth quarter when down by a large amount or quarterback injury. Week 15, quarterback 1 got injured. Week 1 with me and the helm. Week 16, the Rams. This is my last chance to fight for the starting job before Darnold is healthy. And them storylines be real. I wish I would sit up there. They're going to have me on the bench. I'm up out of here. I demand a trade. Okay. All right. So, just with us being in a situation where we're coming up on week 8 and the last week of what I wanted to announce was basically, even though we're going to be bringing players in and stuff, like people that, join, this is my MVP season. Could be. Even though we're going to be bringing people in and stuff like that, right, I feel as though we should still keep the trade deadline shutting off on the 9th, right? Because I feel as though I'm in a good position where if somebody got hurt, I have a good practice squad built up. I don't want to be trading the trade deadline on and off, right, type thing, because I feel as though it takes away from the integrity of the game. Salary cap is one thing, because really the salary cap goes up every 200. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the salary cap goes up like 200 million or 100 million every year. He said, I'm so unknown, I don't even have a face on my player card. That is ridiculous. I'm pretty sure it goes up by like 100, 200 million every year, but Madden doesn't reflect that. So what happens is basically you get in a position where it stays at the number, like I could be in the year 2030 and it's still the same number from a year or so ago. Disrespect will be gone after we win against the Rams. You better put a hurting on the Rams. It's like they could have picked you and they didn't. Thursday night primetime. They have some good graphics for the primetime games. So the thing about it is I'm in a situation where basically I have to think about the future at the same time of thinking about the present, right? Oh, rivalry jerseys. Like I said, the practice squad is looking good. Got some top people, got some very good, top and bottom type people. We have no draft picks for the upcoming next 3 years, but I feel like we have built what is basically a championship squad. Now, I do feel as though, now let me ask you this. I have Puka Nacua, right, and Marvin Harrison Jr. Marvin is not going to see the field as much as I thought Marvin was going to see the field. So, first of all, I feel as though Marvin should be traded back for at least some first-round picks, right? When Marvin is traded back for some first-round picks, I think his spot, in my opinion, should go to another lineman. Because, I think that we have, I think that trade him to the Giants for the picks. How about this? Do you want to play for the Giants, or do you want me to put Puka Nacua back on the Rams and trade you to the Rams? Luigi said, it's my first preseason game. I went 8 rushes for 27 yards. What the hell? Who said, why the hell would I do that? Okay, so you want Marvin. Okay, I'm keeping Puka, but I will send you Marvin. He said, trade him to the Giants for picks. Okay. Marvin is good, too. I like Marvin. I feel like, in all honesty, like nothing against Kyle Lowry and the Cardinals or nothing, but I feel like he would have a way better career right now if he was playing for like a different team. No Malik involved in the trade. Oh, I would never do that. No, I'm not going. That's your other wide receiver. I'm not gonna do that to you. I'm not gonna. I need line help, to be honest. Like, in my opinion, I really need line help. Oh, you have a superstar lineman that's a 63. I don't know how much. Does he have good stats? Is he gonna be good? He looked more like a project. Andrew Thomas. Who's Andrew Thomas? Oh, nice left tackle. I ain't gonna pilfer your left tackle like that. And you got this other guy. He's a rookie left guard. No, not bad. Top 50. Centers, pretty good. Right guards that you put from other teams. Right tackle. Brian Burns is very good, but I'm pretty good there. Okay, why is the backup line this good? Traits wise. They getting it. They protecting you, man. You delivering dots out there. They protecting you. I ain't gonna lie. They straight up protecting you out there. Bobby O'Core. Bobby O'Core went up there? Dang, who's my man? Robert. Oh, they got another lineman. They have him in the top 14. Play recognition can be worked on, but he's pretty good. Pretty good. Kendall Fuller. I remember Kendall Fuller. I actually had Kendall Fuller. I think that was the original trade that I bought Kendall in for. Okay, so I'm not going to pill for the team, right? He's an X Factor wide receiver. Apparently, the Giants don't know how to draft good overalls, but are insane with depth traits. Okay, so I'm not going to pill for the team of like massive picks and stuff like that and work it out. So, but he is an X Factor wide receiver, right? Now let's see his ranking so we know what we're dealing with here. He is a number 37 rank. He said, "Why not?" I know we'll see what picks are going to happen. He has some good stats for you, T. I think you're gonna go. I'm gonna tell you like this: don't trade neighbors away because I trade you. Okay, give me. Let me get the first, the second, the second here, a third, and third here, and just the one guy. I'm trying to remember the one guy's name. Fuller, Kendall Fuller. I'll take the cornerback back. That way I don't have to hunt down a cornerback. Okay, there's no real interest in that. Okay, let's take off second, the third, and the other third, and just make it a first, a second, and Kendall Fuller. Okay, take off the second, first, and Fuller. Straight up first, and then I can use the first if I want to somewhere else. I'm willing to do that. What? You don't feel as though Marvin Harrison is worth a purse? Oh, man, they messing it up, T. They're messing it up. They're gonna make me go player for player. Okay, what's the offers you would want? Oh wait, that doesn't give me offers there. Maybe the first has insane. Yeah, that's true. Let's go and look in the settings. Luigi. I thought Luigi said. Let's go look in the settings and see what pick y'all have, because y'all pick may be like some number one. Okay. That 2009 pick is a number 4 ranked pick. That look like it's gonna be number 4 in the draft. So, I mean, y'all have Jackson Dart, right? But y'all got rid of Dart. Well, I mean, you still got Dart, and you have you at 99 quarterback. But maybe they're like, I mean, you got to get halfback, but maybe they're like a center or something. Something y'all want to draft at number 4. With the number 4 pick. That's why y'all not trying to come off of them. Trying to think. Who do I have on right edge? No, I don't have a third one. I normally used to run with Brian Burns, and I mean, if I'm gonna have Abdul Carter, I could always just take Brian Burns, and we could just trade it. I'd be willing to accept that, a straight up trade for, because if I'm not mistaken, I have enough cornerbacks, right? Get Burns. Yeah, because I'm thinking I have enough cornerbacks for. Yeah, I have enough cornerbacks, and Makuba's on the bench, so yeah. And then what's the linebackers looking like? 3 running. Okay, 3 running. Yeah, let's do let's do Marvin Harrison Jr. and see if we could do like a third or something, some lightweight pick or something for Brian Burns, and I would be willing to do that. What's Burns' ratings looking like nowadays? Let me see. Oh, he's a superstar? Okay. Yeah, Burns was one of my favorite players. Y'all know, before he became a Giant, like I wanted him to be traded to the Eagles. Number 9, ranked left edge, top 5%, team personality, all good stats. He has good stats. Health-wise, pretty good. Motivations, scheme fit, which he doesn't have. He's from Florida. He wants to be closer to it. And he wants no income taxes, which is not New Jersey. So he's basically upset being on the Giants in real life. So they'll probably have a situation with him later on. But yeah, straight up Marvin Harrison for Brian Burns. See if there's a pick that can be involved. Let's say a third. Third's too high. How about a fourth? Take the pick off. Okay, he does not. They do not. Y'all do not have that interest in what's his name? Y'all don't have the same interest in Marvin Harrison as other teams do. Does Marvin Harrison Jr. have trade value? I mean, I think he does. Let's see the offers that were being offered for him. Okay, so we know how to judge this. Okay, Grant Dilpert is a star, strong safety, right? I'm not seeing a lot of X factors. Justin Simmons, so I think it's because he hasn't been used. That's what I'm thinking too. I think it's one of those things where, like, you know how they have like a peak moment where when they come out they have to like keep climbing and climbing and climbing, or their XP is gonna kind of like stick out. I think he kind of stuck out at 84, and my thing is I'm trying to think like, okay, you know, if he can't go to y'all, because also, I'm trying to think, because I can always mix another person in there to like the trade. I'm just trying to think, who. I mean, I have all right. How about this? I have somebody I can mix into it. Because this is something that would basically happen in real life if a trade like this was going on. So how about Brian Burns for Marvin Harrison Jr. and this lineman over here that I just brought up from the practice squad? I found this young boy called Emery Jones, who's like a 78, right? But if I'm giving you two players, how about in my opinion, how about like something like the third or something like that? Okay, we got a higher bar. How about fourth? Okay, I'm trying to help y'all out here. Y'all need a left tackle. I'm hitting you with a right tackle. Stop being stubborn. How about a second? Did you trade Derek Brown? Not yet. I'm still thinking about. That's the trade that I'm thinking about busting after this one. Third down. How about straight up just for Burns? All right, so Marvin Harrison Jr. does not have trade value like that, and then Emerson Jones. Yeah, Marvin Harrison does not have the trade value to go there. But there's other now. Okay, so now this was what he said. Now you need a Mike, right? You know, a Mike style linebacker and stuff like that. Who you have? All right. So they're saying we need a defensive tackle. I don't feel like we need a defensive tackle. I feel like with Derek Brown, we're coming up on a trade deadline, right? I would say to trade somebody out if you were looking to maybe, because the linebackers I picked up, they were hard to come by. Wait, what overall is Derek Brown? Derek is a 99, if I'm not mistaken. Derek is a 99 right temper wise, but an overall of about 99 or so, fourth overall. And he's young. That's another reason why I didn't really want to come up off of him, because of the fact that he's only 28 years old, been in the league 6 years. So he's still, for him to be already at this point, it's going to take him a while to come down type thing. And he's more of like a, once in a lifetime player. Derek Brown, my hunt for Brian Burns, Aaron Thomas. No, I'm good. I'm all right. That's not going to work for me because of the fact that Brian Burns is a good player, right? But Andrew Thomas doesn't equal up to Derek Brown and Marvin Harrison Jr. because I would be giving up 299s, well, 99 and an X Factor for a superstar and a non-X Factor, right? And then my Derek Brown also could put me into a position to get more first-round picks. Andrew Thomas is an 88 overall superstar. Wait, who's Andrew Thomas? Let's see. Who is Andrew Thomas? Let's go by the roster. Who the hell is it? The right tackle. The right tackle. You mean the left tackle? Oh, Andrew Thomas. Oh, wait. Andrew Thomas. Oh, Andrew Thomas, left tackle, 87 star. Number 11 ranked left tackle in NFL. Top 8%. Oh, okay. And a first. Now, what did you say? A first and 2 seconds. Okay. So let's do Andrew Thomas. Let's do Brian Burns. How'd you line it up? Kendall Fuller. And first, second, and second. Okay. And then also we can ship you Derek Brown and Marvin Harrison Jr. Okay, so we would have Derek Brown, Marvin Harrison Jr. for Andrew Thomas, Brian Burns, Kendall Fuller, a first-round pick, and 2 seconds. Let's see. I'm pretty sure it'll go through, but let's see. Okay, it didn't go through. How about this, right? How about, the Giants ruined it, right? I like Brown, right? But I do want to ship you Marvin Harrison Jr. So this is what I'm willing to do, right? How about we take Brian Burns off, we take Kendall Fuller off, we take the second-round pick off, we take the other second-round pick off, and we just do a first and Andrew Thomas. Okay, what about just Andrew Thomas? Okay, we're close. Now, I want to keep Derek Brown, but I'm trying to think, is there anybody? I don't have anybody else right now that I'm trying to move like that. So let's see if, who else do you have on the team that I can work with? Do you have any other linemen I can work with? The superstar lineman, if you work on him, let me see what he got stat-wise over here. Okay, he's a strong man. Okay, he's a TJ Strongbow. Right, TJ Strongbow type dude. Got some good run block to him. Run block power is there. He don't do things through finesse. His pass block power is up there at 64. Speed needs to be. He's very slow for his position. His personality is going to be he's an international player. Okay, so where's he from? Utah, but he's an international player. I've never had an international player. Ooh. Super Bowl chance, which we will be, and scheme fit vertical power run. So we would be able to trigger his second ability, right? Because we're a Super Bowl favorite. And with him being a superstar, we might be able to keep him on the team and just let his XP go up because it never need to be in unless we get to a brutal somebody's hurt, right? So let's do my man Myers here, number one, because of the fact that he can go to the practice squad, right? And let's do just straight up Kendall Fuller. And of course I'm going to shoot for the first to see if it goes through. But if it doesn't, I'm willing to bust the first down to all the way to like a third or a second. That way you can at least get Marvin in it. Because if you're 6-1, this could put you over in the playoffs where we meet each other in the NFC Championship game. Okay. So if the trade went through, well, I ended up getting Kendall Fuller, Myers, and a second-round pick. And, we both got good players, but we didn't screw each other up. I want to see Marvin go somewhere where he's used well, and I know you're going to use him well. And I like this left tackle that's an international player. I think I can work with him. And then Kendall Fuller, I think I'm going to flip him for a pick because I don't need him as a wide receiver. Okay, so then let me see what my man's looking like in motivation. What position does he even play? He plays right tackle? What position does he play? Where is he? Did he get hurt or something? Okay, here he is. Austin Myers. Austin's mentality is already he has a 51 morale, which is not giving him a boost. But the Super Bowl chance favorite he likes. for Kendall Fuller, I would say, where's Kendall at? Let's see what Kendall's working with. Kendall's at 81. He's in the league for almost 10 years. Good player. I think can still play some really good ball for some people for a couple of years. Maybe another 2 or 3 years. But I'm looking to maybe flip him for, say, for maybe a good lineman. So what are y'all offering me? Come on, good lineman. All right, T. That was a good trade. What you think? Can you check at... Wait. I forgot what my overall... Can you check after this trade? I got you. I can look it up right now. Your overall is... your overall is 96. But without the morale boost, it's about 95. Okay, so, what was I here? Okay, so, it was, we traded Derek, well, no, we still got Derek, which is good. We didn't have to put out, but it was Kendall Fuller. We got him, and then let's see about getting something for him. Come on, good lineman. Let's see if we can get like a good lineman for him before we get to, hold on, wait, is everything running well on the red section? Hold on, let me double check. Are we good over here, y'all? We good over here with y'all? Is everything running well? Hold on. Okay. Seems like we good. Okay, everything good over here? All right. Come on, good lineman. That's a tight. Ooh. Orlando Gadsden, 23-year-old tight end. Okay. We're over the limit, so I could send that left guard. I could send that left tackle down to the practice squad and keep him as a tight end. We do have an open spot. Xavier Watts, strong safety, 74. Okay. Mac Williams. Actually, looks like he was a former Eagle. And I think I might have traded him away. And then they're also offering Aaron Jones. Second preseason game, I had 16 rushing. Not a problem, Luigi. Second preseason game, I had 16 rushes, 256 yards for 4 touchdowns. As a running back? Or, my God. They basing the team around you. Okay, if they're willing to trade me Godson, right? Here's my question, right? How good is Godson? He's like a top 30 tight end. Okay, here's the thing. If you're willing to give me Godson, who do you have on the line? Okay, you have a left tackle. That's pretty good. I'm looking for like guards and... Okay, you got Mekhi Becton, right? And I know Becton was part of the squad before. You know what? Before we trade him away, let's see what position who was. Oh, he's a running back. Oh, I was responding to Luigi about his running back in the superstar mode having 256 yards and 4 touchdowns and 16 rushes in a game. Okay. So let's see here. We over on the QB position. We just came down in the wide receiver room, which is smart, by trading Marvin Harrison Jr. So now we have 2, 4, 6, about 6 active wide receivers, right? Mechie's going to be traded once I can pull him off the practice squad, off the injured reserve, which I don't think I'm going to be able to do. So we'll just carry him into the end of the year. I feel like myself it would be better to have a backup left guard or right guard. I traded away Tyler Lindenbaum, who I think was a very good center. He was basically the second best center in the NFL, and I traded him away. I regret that, and I don't think I'm going to be able to walk back that trade. I know I can put Kendall Fuller up there, but that's not going to get me that close. And then it would take a lot. Well, I mean, that second that I just got. Yeah, it's going to take a lot more to move him. They're looking for a Mike linebacker. I don't really know who I actually took from them that they had. The linebacker core that I assembled, I really like, in my opinion. They're looking for a left tackle. I mean, when you think about it, lost again, the Rams 17-14. We could have came back, but I threw a pick, which cost us the game. Darnold keeps the starting job. I think we have with Tristan Wirfs, we have one of the best left tackles in the business, right? But let me see. But with Cam Jurgens, they're saying bridge player, future starter. Tyler Lindenbaum is only 26 years old. He's only been in the league 4 years, right? So he's going to be doing this a way good amount of time, right? Now, before you go trading away Tristan Wirfs, who also is only 27 years old, right, and number 3 ranked left tackle in the NFL, I would look more into like the linemen, like possibly because you have Ivan Pace, you have Jeremiah Trout, and maybe develop them too. I would say maybe trade. Because I mean, you could trade Roquan Smith, but that would just be wild. You know what? Let's do this. Let him keep Lindenbaum. Lindenbaum was a very high pick. That's what got me Josh Allen back. But I think that my had to simulate forgot contract's not over yet. Yes, and running back, I only played 2 quarters. Oh yeah, I forgot they're not bringing you in from the whole. What? I forgot they're not bringing you in the whole game. Who else is another center? You got the LA Rams. Got Eric McCoy. I don't know if they would trade us. His stats are down. So I don't know if they would trade us for Kendall Fuller at 81. No? Okay. He's a very high pick as well. I think with a lot of these higher centers, they're not going to actually go along with it till later. We have, that's a mentor, Joe Tippmann from the Jets. Let's see what he got. 82, third year, 25 years old. Number 9 ranked center in the NFL, top 7 center, top 10 center in the NFL. Team has franchise quarterback, warm weather state. We wouldn't be, but we would have historic championships, so we would actually pique his interest. By the way, last season when I was playing, I brought back Prime Cooper Kupp. Sadly, he's gone. He either went to another team or he retired. Oh, it's messed up. I feel like at the same time, right, when I look at the left edge position, I see that Josh Hine Allen is like right up there with the best, right? But like we got to go position by position, and I feel like with Derek Barron and Vita, we're up there, and Jalen Carter, we're up there at the beginning. Sam linebacker, we're up there at the top. Jeremiah Trout is a different one. Roquan Smith right up there at the beginning. Will linebacker, Zach Bond right up there. And then cornerbacks, that's where it gets a little tricky, right? Because some of the cornerbacks we have are up there, like, where is he? Like, say, Jair Alexander. Jair Alexander is up there as a cornerback, right? But I need to look it up. Hey, let me ask you a question. Jair Alexander stepped away from the Eagles for his for mental health and reasons and stuff like that. And they put him on a retired list, so he's basically done for the rest of the year, right? Because they can't put him on. Can you put a player on a retired list and bring him back? Can you put a player on the retired list in the NFL and he comes back before the season's over? I don't know. I'm going to look it up. I'm like, can you do that? No. It says no. You cannot put a player on the retired list and have them come back before the season is over. A player who is placed on the reserve or retired list is no longer an active player for that season. However, a player can come out of retirement to sign with the team and play again in a later season, and a player's injured reserve list can be designated to return and players on the injured reserve list can be designated to return during the same season. So basically, he's done. And I'm not even saying that like in a mad way, because I really do take mental health seriously, and I feel like everybody should, look after their mental health and stuff like that. Big advocate of that and stuff. And I feel as though if that's the case, then I feel better moving him for Lindenbaum than moving somebody that I'm going to actually use. Because I feel like Madden is going to push out an update for this dude eventually. And the update for him eventually is going to be, hey, go ahead and, drop him down. So let me see if I can get Lindenbaum. I would love to get Lindenbaum to get my center back. Come on, let's do it. Yes! And I didn't have to give up that second round pick. Let's go. I got Lindenbaum back, the second best center in the NFL. Nothing against my man Cam Jurgens. I'm going to use him on the line too, but that just trends. See, look what I'm talking about right there. Right? And his morale's up. It's either Chris Humphrey from the dude from the Chiefs, or Tyler Linderbaum. So now I got my lineman, right? They're telling me I gotta cut one person. This is where we're gonna trade Kendall Fuller. Now if I trade Kendall Fuller because I traded Jair Alexander, I would actually be having about 5 cornerbacks. I think 5 is enough. But I don't actually have any cornerbacks on the practice squad except for Milton. So I would say find a good cornerback. I'm thinking, who else do we have? Oh, no, I know what it is. We have that right tackle ball, that left tackle from the international game. He's actually going to go, let me see. He might stick around and starting. No, he's not going to be on the practice squad. He's going to be on the practice squad. Okay, so then that's going to put us at 53, I believe. So then I'm going to trade, what's his name? Kendall Fuller. I'm going to trade, free agents? There's free agents? Any good free agents? Free agents by accident. I'm going to trade Kendall Fuller for what may possibly be like a pick or something like that. Well, how Kendall Fuller feel about being there? Because no, he's not a veteran that I want to keep. Let me see. I know who I would want to pick up. Where does Asante Sam to assign to? What team did Asante Samuel Jr. sign to? He went to the Steelers. Wow, okay. Didn't see that coming. Dang, they got Joey Porter and Asante Samuel Jr. and Darius Slay. Wow, they got them dudes organized out there, boy. Okay, so I'd move on from him, cornerback wise. Let's see about he's on the practice squad for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I thought he was at least active. He went over there to be on the practice squad. He would have been active on the Eagles. That's why I don't understand people sometimes. Kendall Fuller. Oh wait, why am I looking up corner? Oh yeah, I'm looking up cornerbacks because I wanted to see if there's like a young cornerback, somebody that maybe still hitting their stride or something that can kind of go to the practice squad. Oh, okay. There's Nate Wiggins. Nate Wiggins in the second will probably get you Nate Wiggins. He's an 85 actually. But I don't want to. Okay, so Nate Wiggins from the Steelers. From the Ravens. Then there's L'Jarius. How old is L'Jarius Sneed? He's 83. He's on the Rams. By the way, did you see my comment before that? Well, that's what happens when 90% of your cap is distributed to the defense. To be honest, most of the cap does go to the defense for the he said I only played 2 quarters. Yes, I remember Luigi said he only paid 2 quarters. He was saying that most of the money goes to the contracts for the defense for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and that's basically true. Most of the money does go to the defense for the Steelers. I remember when I picked up L'Jarius Sneed, if I'm not mistaken, his morale kind of went through the roof. Like, he was a very good player. And we had franchise quarterback. We had historic championships. And I think it was causing his morale to get a boost. But it wasn't. He has good zone coverage and good man coverage and good play recognition. The only thing about it, he was a little bit older. He's already about to be 30 years old and be in the league 7 years. So as a running back to be a superstar and be at 83 kind of like means he might top out at that position. But he would make a nice trade outright. But if you could get, say, Nate Wiggins, somebody that already shows, but then you got Byron Murphy Jr., and I think, if I'm not mistaken, Byron was actually on the team for a year. No, he actually comes from Arizona. Byron Murphy Jr., he would make a very nice addition because then you would have another cornerback who, see what I'm talking about, he has 92 play recognition, 92 zone, 82 man recognition, 82 man coverage, 92 zone coverage, 91 play recognition. He's getting boosts from his morale because of the fact that it's a big market state, which we are, head coach percentage, which we have, and highest value offer, which he would have. And it's having him have a boost of his morale at 63, bringing him to 62. So if I was wanting to trade for him, so he has a lot of like morale boost that's getting him there. So the question of it is, would they have interest in Kendall Fuller, who's more there just based off of skill, versus for Byron Murphy Jr.? Okay, they have a half bar. If you have a half bar, if I was to put, say, a second with it, would it pick up Byron? Okay, and then what if I was to put, say, a seventh with it? Okay, so I need like a free agent player, and we can make this happen. Or Tariq Woolen on the Seahawks. He's also fast. Oh, I like Byron Murphy, what I saw from his stats, and I remember, I think in our old season, right? I think in our old season, if I'm not mistaken, what's the name of our older? Remember when we first started the Madden season before we changed it up, right? If I remember correctly, I had him as a cornerback, and he ended up being very good. Byron Murphy Jr., he ended up being very good. I did good business with the Vikings. He's like their best cornerback, so it's kind of like it helps me, and it also weakens a team in the defense because I'm not going to do that to like our control teams, but everybody else, I'm going to pick off basically. And then I'm not even like screwing them over, and then I'm sending them a second, and then let's take that second off now that I'm sending them Justice Hill and see if we can do it straight up. Okay, so yeah, that second's going to have to be in there. See? Something different about forced to trade or something like, okay, it went through. We got Byron Murphy Jr. at cornerback. They got Kendall Fuller. See how Kendall's morale went right up through the roof to 82. He actually has a 1-point boost to his morale, which is giving him a play boost because of the head coach historic record, which we had. So for whatever reason, I guess, because I'm a new coach, I don't have that I've been winning for 30 years type thing, right? So, yeah, now we got Byron Murphy Jr. And then on the line, we got, so the cornerback room should be looking better. Let's see what Byron Murphy looks like. My man Byron Murphy comes in as an 86. Morale a 1-point boost. Green lit on everything. Yo, what's good, bro? I was in the live yesterday. What's up, Saint? How you doing, man? How's that day treating you? Give me 1 second. I just noticed something. You got some McDonald's? Bro, I'm not even gonna lie, like, what am I gonna eat for the only reason why I'm not eating like takeout is because like I had McDonald's like a day or so ago. Very good, very good. I had a quarter pounder or something like that. And tonight I'm gonna make some pasta for dinner. So I'm gonna play for like another 2 hours, 3 hours. I'm deciding the only reason why I say that is because like I don't want the stream to be there where like say like because you know how like you want to eat your food and stuff. I don't want to say well, like the stream's there and then I just got you guys sitting there until I'm done cooking. Whereas I could just like shut it down and because I know I'm gonna be live. Like what's today? Thursday. I know I don't think I have anything going on tomorrow Friday, so I'm probably gonna be live tomorrow Friday. You know, either night or in the afternoon. You know, I'm back to the afternoon slots. So. Okay, so yeah, Byron Murphy's young. He's doing well. Cornerback room is looking very good. There was the line room. Line room is looking very well. Did we send that left tackle guy back down? We already did. Okay. Excuse me. Yeah, so Ernest Jones, Jeremy Jones, Josh's overall went back up, which is good. Oh crap, my phone went down. 1 second. Took away the chat. Okay, there it is. Phone just took a dive for it. With Coach Mike McDonald dissatisfied with Sam Darnold's output last season from former second place Heisman T out of Miami has been named quarterback one in his second season. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Starting QB. I'll tell you one thing, your QB putting in work over here going 6-1. I can see we got to play each other in the playoffs. Yeah, I think we're pretty good. I wouldn't really trade. Everybody else I would really like keep and hold on to. Nobody would like look at trading or anything. I think we've gotten young and gotten elite. We still have the bones, the core of players from last year, but we have some new help on the line. I felt like the line needed some I can stand in the pocket and deliver a pass type thing. We could put the best player, the best of the best in crucial games and have almost a 99 line to be able to protect me type thing. I wanted to also bust a trade. I wanted to see about possibly trading to get Njoku back and maybe Ricard, Patrick Ricard, but that will require other lines. Possibly because if I was to send Ernest Jones or Emery Jones back down to the practice squad, we would have 1, 2, 3 backup linemen. Currently we have 4. So I like the idea of it. Josh Allen is elite. Josh Hines Allen, excuse me. I remember when I used to be able to say Josh Allen. But Josh Hines Allen is elite. He's going to be elite. He's going to stay elite. And his motivation and tags are what we went over. He likes the fact that he's a Super Bowl player. He's like one of those very great players that comes with like, you know, difficulties to work with when it comes to contracts. Derek Brown's a great player, but Derek Brown and Vita Vea are my monster stoppers. So when it comes to practice players, when it comes to he used to be crazy. Who, Josh Hines Allen? You think so? In the system, they got Josh as an X factor on the Jaguars because he putting up numbers. If I'm not mistaken, over on the Jaguars, he over there he getting up his sack numbers. Yeah, on the Jaguars, he putting in numbers. That's why I'm like, okay. But then also, here's the thing of it too. Josh Hines Allen, he only got 2 sacks this year. Oh, really? Yeah, Josh got the whole X factor before the season started rep. But with him, see, the problem with him is Josh is actually hard to work with, right? And 8 sacks, and the thing of it is, right, his morale goes up when we get closer to the Super Bowl, but I have a feeling if we bump into a hard road or if people get hurt or something like that, his morale's going to go down and it's going to drop his overall back down like 90, right? So I went and picked him up, and I got Tyler Lindenbaum, and that's why I was able to pick him up. But my question is, like, when you look, like, what would he be worth, especially, you know, it's like kind of seeing, because I have my man Jalen Phillips, right, and I also have Abdul Carter, right? So I can afford to trade Josh Hines Allen, you know, great player. But if you don't, it's like one of those, remember last year we was dealing with all the players that didn't, 23 was his prime year, 17.5 sacks. 17 was his prime year. Remember, hold on, I said it's time to stand. I'm going to start listening to my watch. Hold on 1 second. All right. I'm gonna start listening to the watch when it's like, you know, yeah, very good player, you know. But the thing about it is, I'm like, okay, you know, what is his worth before I actually commit to? Because I think let's see what they offer first. Because I think I put him on the trade block at one point, right? Yeah, here's a lot of offers that I put him on the trade block like a week ago just to see Tony Pollard, Kenneth Walker, no, Kevin Banks, very. 1 second, I'll be right back. Give me 1 second there. I'm back. Thank you for understanding. I had to run and talk to the wife real fast. Basically, okay. Banks and a third. That's a little low ball. Scary Terry McLaurin. That's a pretty good pick. Marlon Humphrey from the Ravens. Almost 90 cornerback, 30-year-old. Had him before, I think, in the last franchise. He's pretty good. But I think he started to decline a little bit after the initial year that we're in now. Elton Jenkins, another center, 88 center. Mainly a center, but he would be another good lineman to just add to the line. Strengthen the line. There's people told me his name is TT, if I'm not mistaken. They call him TT. TT T-Mac, or is how they call him T-Mac now, how they call this dude from the Panthers. 82 wide receiver. T-Mac. Okay, we have T-Mac over here from the Panthers. I'm just looking at the people that stand out. Malik Neighbors from the Giants. The Giants offer up Malik Neighbors and a third and 3/7. Said not Malik. You better tell them Giants stop off. That's what I said. Just because I send you Marvin Harrison Jr. Now it's like Malik Neighbors. Take Malik Neighbors. What the heck, man? Jonathan Taylor. Nah, I'm good. Josh Simmons from the Chiefs and a first-round pick. Okay. 23-year-old left tackle. The Chargers are offering me back Jair Alexander, but once I sent him away, I'm kind of good with him being gone now. Walter Nolan, Zach Tom. Yeah. Okay. What was the trade? Let me ask you this. What was the trade offers that was offered to me for Roquan Smith? Because Roquan about to be 30, right? I just wanted to see what I would get offered for Roquan. Okay, now let me ask you this, right? What if, hypothetically, I wanted to keep Josh Allen, right? Because, or let me see this. What is Derek Brown's morale? Is his morale, like, very good type thing? Oh, we have 2 out of the 3. He likes us because he's close to home, Georgia, and historic championships. You know what? This is what we'll do. Because the roster is running great as it stands, and we have people at all positions to run, like, next-level defense and offense, we're going to take this year when it comes to picks for this franchise going into next year. We're going to take the if it ain't broke, don't fix it method. We're going to go out here and win some games. We're going to try to win a championship, and we're going to leave all that draft pick stuff up to later. Because the only person I can see even moving off this team would be Josh Hines Allen. So let's see. I mean, I'm trying to think, like, because Tucker is the right guard. Who is, like, top? I mean, you're going to go. It's like when you think left edges, right? You know how long it'll probably be before somebody. Because you have Jalen Phillips who's coming in right beside him on the rush. Got a W week 1 against the Cardinals. Go get him. I don't like Jonathan Gannon like that. You got Josh Hines Allen, who's number 4, right? Aiden Hutchinson is climbing behind him, right? Will Anderson Jr., players like that. Greg Russo, players like that. They're coming up. Jared Verse, Brian Burns, they're younger, but Josh Hines Allen is up there as 95 from 29. He had the X factor. If I'm not mistaken, also the Jaguars are playing pretty good, T. So he got the X factor status because he's always been riding the superstar status year after year. So he's probably earned that X factor status, and now his morale boost is coming from he's finally on a team with a Super Bowl chance. So now that we're winning Super Bowls, he's kind of like jacked up type thing. There's a lot of players that's like that. Like they're good when we're winning, they're not good when we're not. So I think because he should be a star now. I mean, yeah, he says he should be a star now. And that's the thing about it. I've noticed that Madden also has started to push through like updates. Right, even though you're offline, they call it like patching your franchise or whatever to like the player adjustments. So with the Jaguars, of course, looking like, the Jaguars of old, I'm wondering, should I use his high draft capability, his high X Factor capability, right, and go ahead and get me like probably like somebody that's like superstar lineman wise, right? Like I forget who they offered me on the line. What was the trade they offered me? They offered me somebody on the line for him. Elton Jenkins, the center from the Packers, right? 88 and a first round pick from the Patriots. It will be sending him to an AFC team, so I wouldn't have to deal with him until Madden always be overglazing players because they were insane in their prime. The thing about it is like Elton Jenkins is 30 years old. Josh Hines Allen is about 30 years old. First round pick from the Patriots, very nice. But then there's also you want to think young and getting younger, right? You can also look at say T-Mac, right? And when you look at the Panthers, right? But then the Panthers is an NFC team. You can maybe get T-Mac and possibly a first round pick, but then you would be bringing wide receivers in where you don't need them, right? And then and you go to the top of the top, Jordan Mailata. Hold on, wait. course, we got Jordan Mailata and Rashawn Slater and Tristan Wirfs, so we're good at left tackle. Landon Dickinson's there. Quentin Nelson's up there, but Quentin Nelson, you could definitely get Quentin Nelson for Josh Hines Allen, and you probably can get a first. And if you could, what you could do, I remember this kind of worked out on our last draft like this a little bit. Let me see what the Colts is over here working with, because the Colts are actually a good team. He's tenured now. Oh man, DeForness is way too old for me to pick up. Linebackers aren't looking at that ferocious. I mean, you could go Quentin Nelson, right, and then strengthen the line even more with like another backup center, and then I don't know what their picks are looking like, right? They have some good first picks. They have some top 10 first round picks. Yeah, let's see. First off, let's see what the interest comes back on him as. Bills, Jonathan Taylor, Elton Jenkins. Now they lowered it down. So they were willing to offer the first inside the trade, but now they're bringing out the second and the third, and there's no TT trade. So to make those trades happen, I would have to accept them this week, basically, or they go away. See, that's why with players like this, I would rather just hold on. And if they do even take his X Factor status, I doubt he goes. Like, even though we know the Jaguars they're playing good, but they're not playing the same way they were playing in the beginning of the year, I think that they're going to do pretty good this year. So his record is going to stay in the way it is. I have a good amount of linemen, so I'm just going to go ahead and hold on to him. I'm not going to weaken the defense anymore because I'm going to be honest, there are times as a quarterback where you make mistakes. Hold on one second, let me see something. There are times as a quarterback where you make mistakes and stuff like that, and you can rely on the defense to, get the ball back for you, give you another opportunity and stuff like that. If you weaken them dudes and put them at a spot where they don't have a good backup system that can mess you over. And it's hard to get players like that too, because now, T and other mods will tell you, like, when these rookies come out, I don't know why, but they are untouchable. You cannot trade for these guys. Like, the only reason why, like, the new trade ability, I thought it was going to be like me. I came into this Madden thinking I was going to be able to be, like, super young. Everybody's, like, 20 years old. But now, nah, we was able to pick everybody up. Remember, I'm trying to think. What was it? Last year, right? Because this ain't Marvin Harrison first year. We had Marvin Harrison last year. We had Marvin Harrison. I knew there was, like, a couple people we had. It wasn't Jared Verse. It was that other linebacker you guys had just got like a year or two ago. Like, we had like, yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, I just felt like it was at least easier to, like, for some apparent reason, it was easier to it was easier to trade for rookies. Like, they weren't as protected. Like, I know Asante Samuel Jr. was just ungettable for his first couple years on the Chargers. Sauce Gardner took like 3 first-round picks to pick him up, and then in real life he was traded for 2. So that'll probably change up if I was to start another franchise. So, okay, we got some new people. They said on the block. Okay, so let's check the block. First off, let's check free agency because this is the last week for some people. Jeremy Ford is a halfback, normal. Okay. Okay. So who's on the block? I mean, not free agents. Who's on the trade block? Cornerback's pretty good. I still got Aaron Jones is up there. The ball from the Vikings. Superstar halfback too. Zach Charbonnet from the Seahawks. They're trading him away. Cam Scadaboo. They're trading Scadaboo. I don't have no picks to pick him up. Pretty good wide receiver list. Tight ends are out there a little bit. I'm surprised I don't see other names that I thought I was going to see out there, but we do have a backup tight end on the list. Line we can kind of pull through. Just looking to see, make sure there was no activated superstars or anything like that. Sawyer's still out there. Sawyer's probably going to be a free agent. That's what I think a lot of us are waiting on as owners. I mean, as coaches, waiting for that dude to become a free agent. Jordan Branch, okay? He is a right edge rusher. Top 18% right edge. Yeah, very good looking player. Stats wise, very good looking player. Very good looking player. I don't really have anybody that I'd be willing to trade to pick him up like that. I came in here looking for the one dude today. Jack Kaiser is a lineman, a will side linebacker that's actually pretty good. I could drop a lineman. Adoree Jackson is on tree, but Adoree is almost 30. I would say if we could get Kaiser, what are they looking for Kaiser? Okay, Kaiser has an 81 play recognition and an 88 acceleration and 88 block shedding. He has a motivation of mentor at the position, which we won't have, historic championships, which we will, and scheme fit. So if I could pick him up, how old is he again? He's only 25 years old. He's only been in the league 1 year. He's already a star. He's ranked as a 28th weak side linebacker, top 18%. We could work him up and develop him to be very good, and he would be my third weak side linebacker. So it depends on what they're trying to trade for him, because I don't think I have any real picks. They're looking for halfbacks, left tackles. So how about this, right? How about let's see if we can let's bring some free agents into this. So how about Jeremy Ford? Well, no, let's go high, but let's see if we can not Makuba. Let's go Jeremy Ford. Right? And then let's go say Kareem Hunt. Right? See if you can avoid using your players. And for differences of position, let's say Morris Hurst, right? And you basically put all these dudes on like practice level contracts, and then you try to trade all them. Check it. As I missed. Okay, so yeah, what you do is you put all them on a practice level contract, right? And you just put them all together to try to pick up Jack Kaiser. That's how you say his name, right? Kaiser, like Bud Weiser. But yeah, for Jack Kaiser. And then you just offer them basically all the players you picked up, like Jeremy Ford, Kareem Hunt, and I think it was a lineman or something that I picked up, cornerback, something like that. Somewhere along the line, I picked up another guy. It was at said Marcus something. Here it is, Marcus Hurst. So all three of those dudes for Kaiser. Okay, see how it's still a little bit like hesitant to see. So what you would do is, you would go ahead and probably, you would go ahead and take Marcus off because he's the lowest rated player, right? And then what you would do is you would look into your own practice squad and see is there anybody where you're running heavy. Right, that, like, say, Grant's good. It's hard to find good linemen so far. These are young, good talents. We have a defensive tackle, Hall. He's getting better and better. I want him to be trained as a power rusher, But if he's going to train as a nose tackle, I'm not going to take that away from him. Hall's a star. But with our defensive tackle room, we're not actually going to be. I don't want to hand him over. He's one of our up and comers. But with the defensive tackle room the way it is, he's probably not going to see the field for a while. But he has at least another 2 years on the practice squad. But I have Robinson is the guy that the Eagles actually drafted. So what we could do is we could bring up Hall to get Kaiser, right? And then we would have a line, because linebackers are harder to find than defensive tackles. Defensive tackles are actually, so we can bring up Hall, and Hall alone will probably do that trade, and then we could just trade, because we can do Hall for Kaiser. It'll be a star for a star, basically. Well, you know what? Hold on. Before we do that, who is there? Anybody else in the free agency that was pretty good that I could have used in this trade? There's Zach Moss. Wait, let's check and see what the Jaguars are looking for real quick. The Jaguars are mainly looking for a center, defensive tackle, Mike. Center, defensive tackle, or Mike. So if there's any really good defensive tackles or Mikes, like this is the best defensive tackle available. So like with this dude, let's see, okay, he's normal. So let's go to defensive tackle. Okay, he was normal. Then there's Mike. What's the center looking like? Okay. Pretty good looking center. Okay, and let's see if with the center, if we rotate it around what they're looking for, who did the Eagles draft? You mean who did I draft this year? I think I drafted a right or left tackle. I can't remember his name. I think I traded him away for somebody else. No, I was in the trade and I had a high ranking pick and I traded it away for some of the people I was able to pick up. That's why I said that, you know, the picks I didn't really need because I had a lower rated pick. Okay, now let's see if we can. You know what? Let's do this. Let's not go to the Jaguars from the trade deadline. Let's go to the Jaguars outright, and let's just find this dude on the team, the Willside linebacker Kaiser. Right? Let's just find him, and let's see if we can. Let's do Kareem Hunt, and let's do not Hurst. Let's do Kareem Hunt. And Crash. See if that'll get him. Okay, and then also Ford. They are tripping. Yeah, I'd like to pick him up. But there's nothing. I'll just that's crazy. I really want this dude too. He's a good player. He's the type of linebacker where that's why I think they're like trying to get something good for him because his play recognition is pretty good. Acceleration, tackling. Top 20 weak side linebacker. Young too, 25, first year in the game. Tank Bigsby came from the Jaguars, but he plays for us now. Okay, how about this? I do have a lineman that's pretty good, and I'd be willing to part with him for a good lineman. Let me see. Who do I have? Oh, wait, hold on. The center ball, I'm not worried about him. I have a right tackle that's pretty good that I'd be willing to exchange for a good linebacker. Okay. Trade almost didn't go through, so how about we do forward? All right, and I got the linebacker that I was looking for, and I can go ahead and trade the rest of these boys away, maybe for a good lineman, if possible. Emory Jones is now their best lineman, so somebody like Antonio Harris, who is actually a good player, is going to fall by the wayside. But Emory Jones is now going to step up for them and be their best right tackle. And then we're going to see about getting all these random people off our team so we can get a game going, because I am done with trades. And it's game time. As soon as we get all these people together. All right, cool. Emory Jones for, say, a defensive tackle that I don't need, and Hall, I'd do it. Okay. So yeah, they're gonna hold on to him. So let's identify a better, let's say maybe like a right guard, a young right guard, somebody that we can add to the practice squad. That's gonna be way too high for us to be able to pick up. Let's flip the year and go by the year. There's Mekhi Becton. There's Sam Cosmi. And then there's James Daniels. He's only 28. Yeah, how about James Daniels? Oh, wait. Always examine the stats. Or you know what? A practice squad right guard would be better than you know what? Let's release all these players. Let's just go ahead or at least trade them away. Let's trade away all these you're not going to use them players and see if we can get like a pick or something like that, or see if they pique anybody's interest or whatever. But let's trade all these dudes away. Okay. No trade offers. Skip it. I'm trying to think of somebody. If we can get a yellow, if we can at least get a yellow, we can work with a yellow. At least a yellow. But if we don't at least get a yellow, we're going to kind of be shooting in the dark here. So, I know there's probably going to be, there's players like Thunny they would never get rid of. So there's no point in stopping there. So you're going to have to think more, what are we looking for? We got the linebackers. I think I'd rather strengthen the line with possibly a backup right guard. Jonah Jackson, I've had him before as a player. I think he's very good. He just needs some more. His morale is down. He's from Pennsylvania. So if he's close to home for Pennsylvania, he'll play better. And I would trade him away. I would pick him up for all these players. Okay. We almost have him. So let's say if I was to put a 7th along with it. All right. And we were able to pick up our right guard in Jonah Jackson. Okay. And then now let's check in. Let's check in on him. Okay, his morale's down because he's still coming from Minnesota, right? But everything's up. Close to home, highest value offer, big market state. Okay, so we have him. But it still says that we're 2 over. So the defensive tackle Ball Hall, we're going to send him back down to the practice squad. I'm glad I didn't have to, use him in a trade or anything like that. And now it says that we have to cut one player. Okay, so let's double check before, because I'm tedious with sitting up here and cutting a player that I didn't know was on the team type thing that I didn't need to cut. Now, okay, let's move here. Line's super strong going into the playoffs. That's what you want. Linebackers, which are some of the hardest things to find. Our new linebacker, Kaiser, he already has a 1-up morale. He has 1-up morale, which is affecting his overall morale. Historic championships with the Eagles. He doesn't agree with the scheme fit, but he likes that we have a historic championships. We are the type of organization that wins. The cornerback room is looking good. We got 6 people over there that are running pretty strong. I would say just flipping through the roster the way I was, I would say you don't necessarily need Derek Brown like that. And I feel like Derek Brown could really set us up this year with like massive picks. But then I'm also noticing that somebody like Vita Vea is starting to decline. As much as I like Vita, I feel like Derek Brown should not be 3 points over him, and Derek Brown has only been in the league 2 years less than him. And I also believe that at the same time of Vita Vea making him a mentor, I believe that Vita, it's not that, no, you know what? I'm not going, Vita's not on the block. Yeah, I think we run championship-wise. I think we got a championship team. I don't think we need to worry about picks-wise like that. I could send players. Just thinking about, like, if I sent a player back to can't trade Vita, he's Hawaiian. I know. What I was saying was, let me see something. What's the name rank again? Now we've been struck on the trade screen for 6 hours. That's true. That's true. Time to get to the game. You're right. We made our trades. We're on the game. Oh, I wanted to see who he was. Give me 1 second. This guy right here. What does he play? Safety Jonas Sanker. Okay, give me 1 second. I just wanted to see what Jonas Sanker. is. I'm not going into a trade for him. What is Jonas Sanker? Oh, he's a 77 Sanker. Oh, I might come back to him after the game. All right, cut one player. Why do I have to cut somebody? Oh, I'm a player over. Yeah, that's what I was saying. We gotta look at somebody gotta go because we're one player over. So if we just went along with, who's young? Is there anybody young on the team that can go to the practice squad basically? Or because we have pace, I want Trotter to be there, so I don't want him on the practice squad. I say you only need one nose tackle, right? But I want to hold on to him. So how about Trotter? We're gonna send you down to the practice squad. You'll still get reps, and we'll bring you up before the playoffs start up, just so we're under the reps and we can get the game going. And then I'll figure out who's gonna be up and who's gonna be down. I think we're playing Luigi on this one. Is Luigi present? How is a 21-year-old a 91? Anthony, what changed from last night when I was on here? Nothing. Really. Like, he's a modded player. Remember, I explained that to you. There's 2 ways to get a player in our franchise. In our franchise, if you're a mod, if you rise to the level of becoming a mod, you get the ability to be able to have a player created in your likeness. If you rise to the level of becoming a full-fledged member, like you follow the channel on the red brand, the purple brand, and TikTok, and you also join up on X, right? Then you could also have a player added in as well, but only during the season when it allows it. Okay, Ivan Pace, we got 83 on him. I think the smarter move, because I feel like linebackers are harder to get. Defensive tackles, I feel like they come like a dime a dozen, right? I feel like with Derek Brown, like as good as he is, I feel like Vita Vea can hold down his position, and we can always go younger. You're talking about you can't trade Vita. Puka, I'm trying to think. Give me a second here. Give me a quick second here, because I don't like being rushed. So T, you're gonna have to wait a minute here while I'm looking through this. Because my opinion was, we were over a person, and I'm trying to see who we were over a person with. Jahan Dotson's getting better. Did John Mechie come back from like practice squad or something? Oh, it's because I picked up that linebacker, right? Well, because I picked up that linebacker, the line is running good. Yeah, I would say leave Trotter down there. That's right. Leave Trotter down there because Trotter's he'll be more of our backup lineman. Okay, is anybody on the depth chart looking like they're gonna get hurt? Everybody playing good. Okay, Saquon's playing fullback. Okay, Pookie, you in there? Yep. Everybody's lined up. And then I want to make some improvements on the line. If AJ Brown is playing pass slot, I want Devontae Smith playing third, which is really one. Tight end is good. Brock Bowers needs to be over. Dallas Goedert, he's earned that rep wise. Do they have Jordan Mailata playing right? No. Then why is he not in? Is he injured this week? He is injured. Okay, good thing we got a backup in Tristan Wirfs. That's what I'm talking about. See, already needing line backups. I don't even know why that guy's injured. Cam Jurgens is looking good, but didn't I bring Lindenbaum back? Yep, I brought Tyler Lindenbaum back. The line is looking very strong. Very strong. Very strong. So I'm talking about looking like a championship team right here. Jonah Jackson is back. Okay, right tackle is looking good. Left edge. Okay, at left edge, you got to bring Hines Allen back. And then everybody's good on the right edge. Didn't we have a backup right edge, or we just have one? Okay. Defensive tackle. All right, everybody's looking good there. Sam side linebacker, we have 3, so we're going to bring... Oh, wait. Okay, maybe they just don't list your third Sam... Oh, we don't have a third Sam side linebacker. Mike is looking good. Will is going to go ahead and be Kaiser. Cornerbacks. It's all the boys on the field. All right. Third down running back is set. Rush left end. Glad I looked at it. It was not set the way it was supposed to be. Should get Kaiser to play this game. He's going to be in on the rotation. That's another reason why I fought so hard to pick him up, because I don't know why, but linebackers this year are they're the new gold. Like the new white gold is linebackers. The new white gold is linebackers. Like them dudes are hard to find, and when you find them, like really to be honest, you do not trade them dudes away. And see right there, if I needed backup linebackers, Jahad Campbell can come in as an 80, Leo Chenal can come in as a 79, Nakobe Dean is a 78, and then Pace and Kaiser are at least 75 and 72. So I have a lot of backup linebackers because people get hurt, man. You know, like I said, they're not coming out of the draft that strong, and if they are, I ain't found them yet. Slot cornerback, I'd rather give the slot to somebody that's actually not like on the field. If I'm not mistaken, I think Byron Murphy Jr. is not on the field, but we'll leave it at Cam Ward and Cooper DeJean and all that. All right, we're ready to go. Let's launch it. Coach Central, I'd rather put it on abilities and get my players better. I would say XP to safeties, wide receivers, and tight ends. Additional 100 rookie snaps for gold medals in training. That's mini games. So the most I could do is wide receivers and safeties. Give me the wide receiver for 30. No, yeah. Yeah, give me the wide receiver for 30. Give me the wide receiver for 30. Dang, I should have did the I shouldn't have did that. I should have did the linebackers. Oh, well, the linebackers are already on silver. Okay, cool. And we'll hold the 15. Is there any play sheets that don't cost 30? I'll come back and get the play sheet next week. Okay. Yeah, we're ready to rock and roll. What's that week's news? We're going to need to get pressure from Nolan Smith and Myles Garrett if we want to stack Luigi Hicks. Yeah, Luigi Hicks is going to be a problem. Josh Jacobs is out. Jordan Mailata is out for us. All right, let's go. They are at 85. What uniforms y'all wearing? Don't y'all got like white uniforms or something like that? Yeah, go in y'all whites. All right. The sun is still up. I wasn't going to black, but well, yeah, we're out of Halloween month, so let's go with give me the greens. I really like the greens that we have, and then yeah, with the black shoes and all that, we'll go that way. And then how can I become a mod? How I become a member on here? So how you would go about it is the other route to have a player added. Probably you would have to. If you go through the route, you might have to wait till the season's over to add because we're already past the trade deadline in like the next game. So what you would do is you would follow the community here, right, on TikTok. So you would hit the, hit the button up top, left right next to my name with the picture, right, not the heart, but the name part, right, the first thing that pops up that's red. Then you would go to what's known as the red brand, and you would follow over there. Then you will go to what's known as the purple brand. You will follow over there. And then you will go to X, which is formerly known as Twitter. Create a profile. If you don't have one, follow over there. And once you let me know everything like that's done, we will put you on the list to get a player. And approved by the mods. The mods have to approve you so they are watching you. That's the other thing I meant to say is added in here. Let's go multiple defense. I did not change the playbook last week, but I'm not going to lie. Nick Sirianni got a pretty good playbook, man. Got a pretty good playbook. I forgot they got X Factor right edge Micah Parsons off the right edge. They got X Factor quarterback Luigi Hicks, X Factor strong safety Xavier McKinney, superstar Jaden Reed, and superstar Romeo Dobbs. Romeo Dobbs, the wide receiver? Oh, that's Romeo Dobbs. I'm thinking Romeo Aduzier from the Bears. Not a problem, Anthony. I always want to be here to help the community. Let's get it. Fly, Eagles, fly, from the river to the promised land. Oh.
Today we have an NFC Fighting Storm. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles.
I like the fact that they put more effort into the entrances this year. You know, like you can tell they really worked this out for franchise with the whole weekly recap and entrances and jerseys and all that.
One thing that is cool, Kate, it's been really easy to rally together this week for this team because nothing will unite a football roster in my experience than having the whole world against you. Heck, even your own fans at home against you. They don't care if nobody thinks.
All right, gentlemen, we'll lock in now. You got a mod facing us. We'll lock in now. Don't kick it off. Don't do this. Let's go. Go on with it.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line.
Oh, down, boy.
The Packers offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out now, a quarterback who really knows how to make something exciting happen.
Give me Sam Edge 3. Bring some pressure on him right out the bat. See how he responds to it.
Right smack dab in the middle of the season, giving everybody some time to rest, recharge mentally, really get yourself energized, Kate.
Oh, he hit me with the fake off. I went for the quarterback. I'm not gonna lie. I went for the quarterback. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna start a Panthers rebuild. That'd be fun. Cover 3 Sky. Yeah, let's go straight up.
Maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
So talking about MVP. MVP. You hit the Michael Jackson back there? That's what we're doing?
I think they might have taken that first down for granted there, Brock, and now their punishment is they got to figure out third down.
Yeah, a little bit of questioning in some mind games now, right? Why didn't that work?
Cover 3 Sky.
Just to run it here on third down. Not a gigantic call, but one that certainly creates a lot of confusion.
Where are we now? On 3rd and 2.
Ah,
Man, it's
crap.
good.
I got to him late.
Pick up enough to move the
He had
chains.
enough time in the pocket. It's cool. He had enough time in the pocket. Almost had it.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes.
Give me cover 3 drop.
That's a well drawn up completion that nets them a first down.
On first down, it's Gibson.
That's my fault. I missed Josh Jacobs in the hole. That's my fault.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL.
And the nickel blitz
Play
three.
a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, it would really break the backs of the defense.
Setting up to throw. Reeled in by Jalen.
Good thing I called off the blitz. Felt like he was pointing in their direction and saw it. It's okay, gentlemen. It's
Double
okay.
coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
Cover 3
What's
buzz
interesting,
match.
Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
It's complete to Reed, out left. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40.
Cover 2 invert.
A successful opening drive, nearing field goal range now. It's first down at the 41. Again, up the middle to Gibson. Drops by the first guy. He
Good stop.
made no gain on that first down run. Now, after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention.
Give me nickel blitz 3.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Come on. Hit. Deputy Timberwolf.
Has him on the quick hitter.
Stop.
And that tackle stops him.
3rd and 4.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering
Cover
the
3
Seahawks
buzz
all
press.
preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but you stay on top of the deep threat.
He's got it complete to Reed. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Kind of lucky. You're out there in white. I'm wearing white. We're going to spray.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down.
All right, let's do it.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw.
Cover
that
3.
lets the
3
opposing
double
defense
buzz.
know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Gibson here from the gun. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be first
That's Josh
and goal
Jacobs. He's a good runner.
You want to drain some of the excitements of the North
Free fire.
home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
now. No run. Gibson. Defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock.
Good stop,
They take
Jack.
it behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the
Cover 3
sideline
buzz
of the
press.
line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
That one connects.
All right. I didn't want to pull anybody because I figured they could stop him. But they had it stretched out.
Finish up an
Okay, so
excellent
now we know how they
opening
play.
series. You come in as a significant underdog, Brock, in somebody else's building. You know how essential it is to have a good start, and these guys did just that.
Yep, you're the weaker guy in the fight. You need to make your first shot count. Make them think about it. They've seized the momentum, really given
They got the
themselves
ball
a
first.
fighting chance. Now they just got to do it
We
consistently.
know how they run. We know that they have a nice pass. They got a pretty good pocket. The offensive lineman's hurt, so even if he comes back, they have a hurt offensive lineman. How many games you doing today? I don't have a count of how many games I'm doing in the stream. This might be my final game, but I might do another stream later tonight. I have to make dinner for my household, so after I eat dinner and after I relax for a while, depending on how the night's going, I may start another stream and play the next set of games. How's your day going?
And they'll be let out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
I think we could give them a pass from last week because they still found a way to win, and that's the ultimate job of a quarterback. But those interceptions, that's not what we're used to seeing out of him week to week. The 2 touchdowns, though, well, that's the bar he wants to hit each and every time out, and when he gets there, usually good things fall.
He picks up a good
Okay.
chunk of yards here. Looks to be about 7. He's up to the 37.
Halfback stretch.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Second and 2 at the 38-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff.
That's the
They
first.
take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. We've reached the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to the link right after this.
Coach is calling for the run. Flank
Now
trigger.
for our second quarter,
Hold on.
the Eagles have the football.
Cross.
They've got a first to begin the frame.
Give me Wagner on the run.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They're going to try and throw here. Getting out to his left.
We up out of there.
Race around midfield. And they're going to be set up just
That's right, good
outside
run.
that red zone. It's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away
No
the
huddle.
pass, but you
What am I
can't
thinking?
stop
I'm letting the defense reset. No huddle.
I'll throw here on first. And they make the stop as that play reaches the
All right, now we take the
14-yard
huddle.
line.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass, it was a
Inside
scramble.
zone.
But then that's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Handoff on second and short. And he's dropped just
Third and
short
one.
of that.
Third and one.
A yard away.
Halfback lead dive.
Third down, 1 yard to go.
Go right.
Brings up third and
Here we
1.
go, here we go.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's going to have enough for the first
He's got
down.
linemen out
Not
there.
by much. He does. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal.
Down.
The Packers take
They
their
didn't use
first
that
time
timeout. They knew we was about to get him.
They'll
We was
have
about to
2
get
left to
him.
work with here in the first half.
You love a huddle. You really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the job
I say we go. We
moving
look to our big tight
There's some
end.
trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Let's go PM tight end
Jumbo
cross.
set on this first and goal.
Let's go. Ready?
They'll go play action. Touchdown,
Mhm.
Philadelphia.
Here we go.
The Eagles finish off their opening drive.
Yes, I should be live tomorrow as well.
Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
One second, let me kick this
Brandon
field goal.
Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the other.
To Ben, let me make sure it's Ben.
Well, tied things 7-7.
Ben, shout out to my moderator Ben. Be sure to go over to his channel, sub up, great content creator as well. How's your day going, Ben? Yo. Yeah, like I said, I should be live tomorrow as well too. My top 5 quarterbacks of all time for the Philadelphia Eagles would be in no order: Randall Cunningham, Ron Jaworski, Randall Cunningham, Donovan McNabb, Michael Vick, and currently Jalen Hurts.
So we've got a tie ball game
In no
now
order.
as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will
Good
start inside the 25. The Packers and their quarterback ready to take over once again.
Luigi didn't
All
miss.
that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I expect the defense has made some adjustments after
Can you
giving up
call
that
it 3
touchdown.
bars press?
And
Yes, I
that is
did.
the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Good hit.
And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
It's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're
Give me cover for quarters. I haven't called that all night.
It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Yes.
All right, so down he goes.
What are you talking about? I'm putting the pressure on him.
Down, coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Cover
Eagles
for a
go
quarter.
down for this 3rd down call.
Ready? Liking 18.
3rd and long for him here. Short pass brought in.
That's what I'm talking about. Good stop.
Gain here, but short of the
Good
first.
stop, Ben.
You know,
Game
I
stain.
like the
Game
completion.
changer.
You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So a punt coming up on 4th down, and it's against Belgium native Corliss Waitman with the honors. Takes this in at the 25. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Eagles and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And his effectiveness hasn't been limited to what he can do with his arm this season. On that last drive, he reached a significant mark for his efforts on the ground as well.
All that rapping pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All up on TV, I thought it made me richer.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the
Got
line.
from a star
First and
across.
10.
They might not see it coming.
Ready?
Throwing off the play fake.
Oh!
Blitz is there, and he goes down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 17 at the 27-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Look at that power, deep left side.
Uh-huh.
He's got it inside the 25.
Yeah.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Let's go.
The Eagles just need 2 snaps to steal the lead.
That's a good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid, let him run.
You said, who are your team captains? I normally set the team captains. I haven't set the team captains for this year. I normally set it after. I normally set it in the beginning of the year, but I forgot to do it in the beginning. So I'm going to do it probably after this game. Probably going to set the captains. It should be me and some other people, but I can't remember. I see some people that have it that shouldn't have it.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Green Bay
Hot blitz
offense
story.
about to get started once more. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they
Hit him with the
trail
hot blitz story.
14-7. On 1st down, they'll start with Gibson.
That's right.
Work there to evade the tackle, but the rest of the run, pretty forgettable. No gain there.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear a lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Cover 4 pounds.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. He's dropping back to throw. Avoid some trouble there.
Nice shrug off, Luigi.
So he just got rid of that one.
I had the sack on him, but he got away. Nice shrug off.
10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Come on. Hit. Cougar 19.
Throw here, 3rd down.
Mm-hmm.
Get away from the
Worried about me. Yeah. See what I'm talking about, big man?
They come up big on
It's
3rd
a
down.
monster defense right there. Worried about me.
These quarterbacks are so good with their clock in their head between the tackles. You get outside the pocket, and you've got to have that same ability. If you hesitate for a second, the defenses with their speed at this level, they'll find a way to bring you to the ground.
Corliss Waitman out there
I'm not
again.
gonna call. I got 3 timeouts. I'm gonna keep them 3 timeouts. I can kick it. We'll take the minute. Dotson gonna get us in field goal range. Pong. Ha.
Turn at the 34.
Ooh. Okay. We're doing. We working it.
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And unless the coverage adjusts to slow him down, Brock, he's going to be busy
And then also-
a productive target for them throughout the rest of this contest. Eagles in a good spot here.
Now they're
as
probably
they
gonna
come up
double
to the
down on
line,
him, right?
1st and 10.
Switch it up. This is where they probably gonna go to cross. And this is where you got somebody like Wagner on the other. Go run it.
Throwing now off the play action. He's got push one deep down there.
Oh, I got it in your hands, brother. You gotta take that. That's our guaranteed, dog. Guaranteed captain.
I don't expect that one.
Yeah, those two are and we'll see what else we're gonna do.
One driving it.
Captain wise, I know I'm a captain and Vel's a captain,
The
definitely.
incompletion still at that 40-yard line for 2nd and 10.
Man, all right, y'all, we gotta get in field goal range. Go.
Trying to throw this from the gun. That's caught by AJ.
Great catch, AJ.
And he's going to just get this across the midfield before he's taken out of bounds.
Fade smash.
Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
First and 10 at the
Go.
48-yard line.
He's going to throw this one.
Oh, AJ went up one-handed with that one. That was so nasty if he would have came down with that one.
He's looking for AJ Brown.
Let's get a halfback
That'll bring
coming.
up 2nd down.
They wouldn't be they're not expecting to run. Switch up the run. Go that way.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. 60 Bobcat. 60 Panther 11. Panther 19 tight. Nice. Ready.
He's going to throw it again. Completed over the middle.
There's your timeout.
At the 30. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Seattle.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Come on. Hit. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Go.
Ready.
They are throwing it again. Catch is made.
That's right, Smitty.
Philadelphia touchdown.
Go get it, Smitty.
The Eagles grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown.
Quarterback, receiver, yeah, they'll get the credit. Those numbers and those stats, they're theirs. But that play happens, Kate, because the big guys up front.
That's right, their offensive line is protecting me, boy. Their offensive line is protecting me. That's why I put the trades in for the offensive lineman. Let's go. He came to play in here tonight.
Point after. Here's Aubrey.
All right,
Down the middle.
let's
It's
go.
good.
Let's go. Put in
Eagles
work.
double their lead to 14.
Packers 7.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. This makes it up to the
A
25.
hit.
The Packers offense headed out late in the half. They could use something to trim that deficit, and enough time left to maybe get this near field goal range.
Cover 2 invert.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Airing it out to start this drive. Finds him
Man.
and he'll go down after
Cover
fighting
for a
his way
drop.
to
They're
the
looking to the
32.
air.
Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's its second. Throwing from the gun. Caught Tucker Kraft. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock.
Coming for a drop.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play.
Throwing from the gun here. Finds him on the crossing route. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
18 more yards. That's another. Packers.
And they're going to get up to it and spike it. That's going to stop the clock. Second and 10.
Cover the deep zone.
Back to throw.
Yeah, you ain't escaping that time, are you? Are you?
Packers trying to hurry to the line. And they spike the ball to stop the clock. Mid on the punt. And they could really use a good one here. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And no chance at a return as this one heads across the sideline at the 25-yard line.
Oh, it's just one out. I'm gonna go to the sideline, bro. We're gonna take a
This is
shot.
play that takes us to halftime.
18 Cardinal. Ready?
He'll throw it.
Ooh, I got destroyed.
But still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So a two-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports halftime report.
Pump return
Our look
TDs.
around the
Ooh.
NFL starts now.
T-Say competing against me. It's so
The
messed
Falcons
up.
at home to take on the Panthers in the NFC South. And it's
I want to thank
De'Ami
everybody for
Brown.
being here tonight.
He
Thank
was a
everybody
tough
for coming
man
in
to
and
pin
chilling.
down all
I will be
game
live
long.
tomorrow.
This, one of
If
his
you have
two
not already, be sure to go on over
touchdown
to the SI51 Media brand,
The
official brand
Falcons
website,
get their
SI51
third
Media.
win as they come away
Sure,
with the
going over there.
victory.
Check it out. Let me know what you think.
Next up, why don't we go to Foxborough and check in on the Patriots as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this is Elijah Moore. He's going to look at the catch and then look upfield and watch
Anthony
this.
Richardson. Got him up to 5 and 3.
yards for the touchdown. The Steelers win their second straight as they get the victory here. Last
They knew
week,
that's how I was
down
gonna
to
get that
Miami,
touchdown.
The Dolphins.
That was,
taking
I
on
almost
the
had him.
Jets.
I almost had him. Anthony Richardson
And
reviving
this
his
is
career.
the Dolphins wideout. This will help the old stat line. He's going to make the catch and realize, I don't think anyone's going to get me.
What?
And they don't. It's a catch and
From
run
where?
of 86
86 yards
Touchdown.
catch and run.
The Dolphins get it done within the division as they come away with the victory. And with that, a look here at the rest of the action in Week 8 around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and
All right,
Brock
y'all.
Ewer.
I won't be able to see the pinned comments because I'm bringing up Amazon Prime for the game, and then we still have a whole nother 2 quarters and maybe some more trades that I'll bust before we get up out of here.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Bigsby with the return. Finds some space. He's
Good run,
past the
Tank.
30. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. The Eagles are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter.
Corner double in.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Chased out to his right.
Had to throw it far, AJ.
Falls incomplete ahead of his target.
That play didn't go the way I thought it was going to go. Bro, do they have Antonio Gibson? What happened to Josh Jacobs? I think he got hurt.
19
Looking back to throw. Finds the in route complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. Is the offense getting
Hold on 1 second. They were doing the beginning. They were doing the beginning theme song for Thursday Night Football, and I'm gonna see it later, but I wanted to see it now. Good catch, Bradley. I like watching the theme songs for all football games I end up watching during the season, so I can kind of like remember how they are. Like I watched the Monday Night Football. Well, I used to watch the Monday Night before they took it away from ESPN, and then I watched Thursday night. I watched Thursday night, Sunday. Stuff like that.
I know the combine tries to test everything impossible.
Backslash.
But I don't know how you test courage at the combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that income and make the catch.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down.
Slot drive.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Brings up second and 9.
They're throwing it.
Ooh.
Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
Here we go. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Go.
Here he goes. Third and long. This is Brown, and he's got it down.
AJ up the middle. Let's go. T said, when I'm an adult, I'm going to become a professional gambler. Hey, I can respect it. I think there's good things you can do from gambling, like you can be MVP. Hold on 1 second. Hold on one second. We got an MVP sighting. We got an MVP wavy sighting that I didn't see from earlier. Hold on, let me scroll up a little bit. MVP Wavy 7, yo. Shout out to my mind over at MVP Wavy 7. Be sure to go on over to his channel, sub up, great content creator as well. How's your day going, MVP Wavy 7? Yo. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, there's good people that gamble from that. Like they, there's you can professional blackjack tournaments, only sports gambling because that's easy. Yeah, I mean, I like playing blackjack, but I kind of gave it up a little bit because I feel like it's one of those, like, when you sit down at the casino, like, they're trying to, cause you to lose. Whereas with, like, sports betting, these guys are trying to, like, win. So, like, if I was to bet on the Eagles or something, like, they might actually... The only reason why I don't want to bet on, like, football, like, I would bet on, like, something random, like college football or something, but I wouldn't bet on, like NFL because I don't want to like be pissed off while watching a game, because if I did anything with any gambling knowing, I'd go bankrupt. Yeah, I don't want to put any pressure on them, like the Eagles, to like win a game because I got money on the line or something, Put him down. Slap. Yeah, for real. I don't want to. I'm gonna be even more mad. Not only is the team losing, but y'all done lost some money. Oh yeah, I'm even more pissed. That was a nice catch. That was a nice in the seam catch right there. Cover 3 max. That was a nice in the seam catch right there.
Here we go. First down.
sheet, but if we see a bigger play on the ground later on,
Couple fourth quarters.
it'll be because of a play just like that, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Pass play now. Throw is caught. He's almost to the markers. His effort takes
They
him
have
to
Josh
fourth
Jacobs.
down.
Give me pinch. They have Josh Jacobs. There's no way they don't plow forward. If this isn't a quarterback sneak. Stopped them. That's right. Me and you, Luigi, and I stopped you. Let's go. Not enough. Yeah, you can go for it. You're going to get it now because it's 4th and inches. You're going to get it now.
It actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No.
Now from the gun. He's got his man. This is Kraft. And a massive hit at the end of that play.
Some pressure three.
He hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
Said my dad be getting 90% of his bets right. I swear, if he's not better, he'd be yelling.
One of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him.
Yeah, you're going to get the picks right. It's just, boy, you're going to be stressed out there.
He wants to run the ball.
I'm stressed enough trying to hoping these dudes win.
Example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run, but it can set up even more in the run game.
The defense, boys.
Which is only going to make things tougher for this third down coming up.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Cover 6, Willie. Don't let him go over the top of your head thinking small.
We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Packers with the football and a chance to do some window dressing here in the 4th.
Is Jeremiah Trotter Jr. on the active roster of the Philadelphia Eagles? Did they put him on the practice squad or is he on the active roster? Hold on. Okay, yeah. So I gotta find the spot. That's what I was wondering. He got elevated from. He went directly to
They need 7
starting.
on third down on what is the 9th play of this drive. Again, it's Gibson. Looks like they get about 4 out of it, but not close to the first. That brings up 4th down.
So we're talking about putting on good stop. The one-on-one.
On most run plays, it's a sign. We get some good push up front, and this running back is
Way to
seeing
see
the
it.
lanes and paying them off.
We cover through the sky.
I can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here.
Right! Run him down! Run him down! Runs the defense!
Well, this play coverage going forward. Still throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Says, so SR, did you retire? You mean on last year's Madden? Oh, from like gambling? No. Every now and again I might play a blackjack hand here or there if I happen to be near a casino, or I may actually at the same time I may play a blackjack hand here or there, or if the Eagles somehow make their way to like the Super Bowl. Hold on a second. Great catch, Brock. I may like if the Eagles make it to the Super Bowl, I may put some money down on them to win the Super Bowl because I believe they'll win the Super Bowl, but I don't know. It depends. I would really have to be feeling it.
As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance.
Go with it, CJ.
It past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field. First down play, that's a 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, it's
PA
plays like
signals.
that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Go with it.
Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. Fourth quarter lead.
That was just tremendous play calling. You know, there's some coordinators out there, Kate, that are just Rolodex. And they flip through their call sheet, they just call whatever's on it. And there's other coordinators that can stack their plays together. And when you run it, you run that same action with the play action right off of it, you can make that defense pay. It's a thing of beauty.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle.
Been hurting on me.
Eagles grow their lead yet again.
All right, Jalen, you up. All right, all right, that's enough for me. 5 touchdowns is enough. I ain't greedy. It's like Saquon Barkley. Get Jalen Hurts in here. Get Saquon Barkley in here. Have Tank Bigsby play fullback. Get Saquon Barkley in here. Get my man Puka Nacua in here. Get Jahan Dotson in here. Get Smitty in there. Get AJ in there. And tight end, get Dallas Goedert in there. Well, actually, get Brock Bowers in there. Get Dallas Goedert in there. And then on defensive tackle, get Derek Brown in there. Get Vita Vea in there. And get Jordan Davis in there. And then for rush defensive tackle, get Derek Brown in there. And get Vita Vea in there. And then for rush left end and right end, give it to Jaden Phillips, Nolan Smith, and Abdul Carter, and Isaiah Pace. That's right. The new incentive is we spread the ball around. I'm a developmental coach. Everybody gets some time. I done did enough. I just wanted to do enough to put some stats up to get me some experience, but it's on y'all. Let's go.
Return coming from the 6. Escapes the defender.
Good hit. Come on, Hurts. You got time out there. They ain't gonna take 4 minutes to score. They're gonna be trying to go down the field fast. Make some pasta tonight. I'm about to make it tonight at this game. Okay, see, I'm gonna save the trade for tomorrow. Ah.
Play action on first down. And so is running back Antonio Gibson. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up.
I thought Gibson looked like he had a concussion or something. Like he got up and fell down. Oh, he got up and fell down because of his ankle. Can he cover for a press?
They're set up at the 35 now.
Here we go, start.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Good defense. Good defense.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Cover 2 invert.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Hawk 70.
Another carry for it. Second down run good for 4. That
Third
brings
and
up
6.
third down.
Cover 9. Show 2.
Mitchell on the tackle. It's a gain of 4. Brings up
Third down. Has him on a quick hitter. He's out of bounds. It looks like they might have a shot block.
Gap press.
2 yards short now. It's 4th down.
Can y'all hold y'all on against Vita Vea? Against Josh Jacobs.
Desperation time here on 4th. Has his man. It stops.
They'll hit to knock him out one-on-one. That's a good one-on-one.
Huge conversion. Gets them a new set.
Linebacker blitz 1.
Football on that 47-yard line. First down.
Change it up.
a 4-yard pickup on the play. And the Packers first down.
Back to throw. Kraft has it. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard
Come forward.
line.
Come on.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
First down. First and 10 at the 24.
Right side, and Dobbs has
Good
it.
stop.
And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Cover 3 buzz match.
Need to get some positive yardage here.
Brings up second and 10.
Throw this from the gun. That's Reed on the slant. We'll only get 3 here as we've reached the 2-minute warning. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Packers trying to do some window dressing.
Cover 3 hard flat.
Like the drive they're putting together here, partner. This is the 9th play event as they get set for 3rd and 6. Third and long. They're going to throw. Caught by his fullback behind the line. And they get stuffed. He is not
Talking about Bond.
Makes it fourth down.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed third down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
Cover for a quarter.
Exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this.
Hey, hey.
Back to throw in. Dump off to his fullback. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it.
We're gonna turn him out. See if we can get Hurts on the field for a time. Target poop in the
Taken
poop.
by the Eagles. That's going to be
It's
their
a Z
first.
post.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's first and 10.
Come on, let's go. Go for it.
They're going to pass it here. Going left side, Bowers has it. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
He ain't kind of wiggle.
Offense is hurrying, time running down.
10 yards on the
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's set up to throw it. Buying some time right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's going to be driven.
No
out
huddle,
by the
no huddle,
defenders
no huddle, no
before he
huddle.
can get it up to midfield. That's 16 on the pickup.
Halfback
Good
stretch.
for an Eagles first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
That was my fault. That was my fault.
Trying to make it happen.
I got nervous because Mike could be in there.
On first down.
He a solid corner.
On the tackle. Brought down back at the
They
40.
go play fake with Hurts.
Oh,
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough third down.
On the play.
he ain't double boast.
Third down.
No play action. Here's Hurts.
Oh,
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it.
all right.
Leads the
It's not giving him
defense
points
to fourth down
because it'll help
now.
them morale.
The Eagles
He tried
are
Hurts.
in
It's cool.
punt
Try to get your touchdown. It's cool. Good process. Good process. I mean, they got Micah Parsons and another good lineman on the other side, man. Don't feel no kind of way.
Here at the 16.
You know, they got Micah Parsons out there,
All set to get back out
and
there.
they got what's the other
They can really
dude,
do what they
Rashad
want. These last
Jenkins,
couple of snaps at 42.
dude on the other end.
The outcome
You know, they
already
bring in
decided.
a blitz on every play because they're trying to get the ball
Offense to
back.
the line now.
Don't feel
First
some
and
kind of
10.
way. You didn't throw no interceptions. You didn't fumble the ball.
Rolling from the gun here. Short pass block.
Next time around, if you get it back, you get it safe one. Good hit.
Gain about 8. Second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Shotgun snap. Looking to throw. Finds him over the middle.
Good hit.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chain.
Cover for a drop. He definitely going up to the air. That's game. That's it right there. We win the rivalry. Let's go.
As we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign. So for Brock Huger and everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.
Jacob, sorry about that. This is a closed off franchise for moderators and subscribers. We don't actually play the outside community. Sorry. Oh, got up to 30. Okay. Madden disc badge. Ooh, I gotta use that. Hold on now. How do I use that? I'm gonna set that up later. Oh wait, there it is. The Madden disc badge. I want to use that. There it is, badge. What badge do I have on? Oh, I can get a third one? Let me find out. Put it on put it on that one. Yeah, that's a classic Madden game right there. You gotta put that one on up. I gotta use that one like right away type thing. All right. I'm not going to jump forward because we have another week because I don't know if they're gonna trigger the. I don't know if they're gonna trigger the. What do you call those? The trade deadline in week 8 or 9, and I don't want to like flip it forward and then have to like uncheck franchise. What do you call that, trade deadline? So I'm just gonna stop here. Today is Thursday. I should be 9 times out of 10 live tomorrow around the same. Oh, look, Justin Fields. Don't get yourself hurt, Justin. I should be live again tomorrow sometime around, I want to say in the afternoon. Same time I was live around today. I should be picking up with no problem at this point in the franchise. We will be moving into week 9. We don't have a lot of contracts. As far as trades go, we might bust a couple trades before the game starts. But after that happens, the trade deadline would be over and we would just be running games. Once we get down to a certain point, players like Jalen Hurts and others will take over the season because I don't want to have our players hurt going into the playoffs. Just to give you a look as far as the roster goes, to know where we are, as far as scheduling goes, and stats. I have tied Micah Parsons as far as sacks in the last game. MVP Wavy 7 is leading the NFL in interceptions with 3. And we're not, passing yards, I'm not up there yet. Rushing yards for quarterbacks, I'm probably up top. And then for receiving yards, we don't have that one. And then for standings, we're 8-0 so far. And the Giants are 5-2, so they must have lost this week's game that they were playing because they were 5-1. And now that makes the Lions number 2, and it looks like probably the Commanders and the Cowboys are going to miss the playoffs. The Bears are definitely going to miss the playoffs, so maybe look at getting some trades for them. They might be a little bit willing to trade people. Maybe that's why they keep trying to move Thuney, and maybe we could pick Thuney up if we get a pick for a good player. And then you have places like Arizona, who traded away Marvin Harrison. And then didn't we send Marvin? Where did we send? Didn't we send Marvin Harrison to the Giants, right? If I'm not mistaken, wasn't it like the Giants or something like that we sent him away to? Yeah, we sent him away to the Giants with T. So, you know, the Commanders, the Cardinals are hurting, so you might be able to. I'm trying to view the standing. The Cardinals are hurting, so you might be able to work something out there, and then. Picks wise, if you go AFC wise, so the Ravens are 5-2, the Titans are 5-2, which is shocking. The Chargers are 5-2, and the Chiefs are 5-2. So if it holds out, you can see the Titans maybe taking things the whole way, and Cam Ward be somebody we got to play. So that'd be different to be able to trade with them. The Falcons are 2-5, might be able to get some pieces from them. So like the Falcons, the Saints, the Panthers. You maybe could pick up some good players in exchange for some of the superstar players you have. Especially with me having Derek Brown, I could potentially move him for a lot of picks and some good players. I noticed that, I noticed that, what's his name there? I noticed that Brock Bowers is very good. Right? But at the same time, with Brock Bowers being very good at tight end, I'm thinking like, okay, do I want to keep him or do I want to potentially move him for somebody else? You know, like I feel like at the same time, like basically he's a very good tight end, right? But I don't know what I want to do there yet with him. And then also there's people like, hold on one second. See something real fast. 1 second. Hey, T, you still out there? I have a question. He probably left. I was going to ask him what he thought about Abdul Carter from Marvin Harrison Jr. Because I wanted to pick back up Marvin, but I didn't want to leave him without a person. So let's see. Do I have a first round pick? Or somebody I can get? Who could I give him that would be good? I don't have any draft picks. He's not here. Wide receiver. You had to give him somebody nice. I think he left after the game. Nah, Carter's getting very good. Yeah, we'll wait till next time and see how we want to go about it. But this has been an amazing stream. I had super fun with all of y'all. I want you guys and guys have a blessed, safe rest of your day or a safe rest of your night. Like I said, I will be live tomorrow. Thank you for being there. If you have not already, shoot some likes, shoot some points over here to your boys, some votes. Help me get up there in the Live Fest. I have been invited to it. I will be live tomorrow with more Live Fest content. Have a blessed, safe rest of your night, and I will see you in tomorrow's stream. Peace.